with us here. Victoria, right before the show started, the sky just dropped here in the studio.
It was so loud over us. We saw some really heavy rain, but it's quieted down a little, Paige, and that is the best news because it means the storms are moving, which is what we want to see this evening, because when those storms kind of sit over the same area, that's when we start to worry about some flooding concerns. But if you do live in downtown Knoxville or portions of Knox County, you may have seen some really torrential rainfall. Look at this picture now of our Embassy Suites camera. It's already improved. At the start of the show, we had this camera basically completely covered in gray. Still not the prettiest picture, but you can tell that the rain has moved out of here. And I want to kind of show you Storm Tracker 6 radar to get you an idea of where these storms are still situated. We're continuing to track some thunderstorms, especially in the valley right now. You can see in Knoxville, starting to push towards kind of the edge of the county. It's eventually going to move into portions of Sevier County, maybe even clipping places like Newmarket. We've had a few more rumbles of thunder develop further to our west near Oak Ridge and Harriman, and then a couple showers here in New Tazewell, as well as into parts of southeast Kentucky. All the blinking green boxes you see there on your screen, those are flood advisories. Now, the flash flood warnings have just been allowed to expire. We had a few earlier today into parts of southeast Kentucky, including Bell County, Whitley County, McCurry County, and they were watching some isolated flooding concerns there earlier this afternoon, but they kind of think that the flooding concerns have come down at least a little bit, so they've just put them under that flood advisory, which, remember, is one level down from a flash flood warning. Let's zoom in, though, on this cell that's over Knox County and kind of give you a list of some locations. Bonnie Kate Elementary about 617, Southbrook there being impacted about 618, and then Sevier Home at about 620. Again, this storm is not severe warned, and that's because we're not really seeing hail with this storm. We're also not seeing wind speeds greater than 59 miles per hour, which we need in order to give it that severe tag. Nonetheless, some really torrential rainfall moving through, and there is still going to be the opportunity for some heavy rain for the rest of your night tonight. The reason for all this is because of this front. It's a stationary front, and it's kind of parked itself right over East Tennessee and Southeast Kentucky. So it's propagating a lot of showers and thunderstorms. And this is going to continue this evening, although past midnight, I do think our rain chances start to wind down. But tomorrow, the front still hasn't moved that far. So that means another chance for rain and storms in the forecast. Let's kind of review what advisories we do have in effect. Again, we've got some flood advisories here for portions of Campbell County, Scott County until 7:15. Also several flood advisories into parts of southeast Kentucky. The shaded green box is your flash flood watch or your aerial flood watch, and that is going to continue until early tomorrow morning. Now remember, the watch tells you that they're watching flooding, whereas the flood advisory means that those specific locations may see some localized high water. So just give yourself plenty of time tonight on the roads. You really want to make sure you're taking it slow because our flooding risk is still elevated, a level 2 out of 4 for most locations tonight, level 3 out of 4 for parts of southeast Kentucky. Looking ahead towards tomorrow, there's also a slight severe weather risk for portions of the Northern Valley in southeast Kentucky, where heavy rain and gusty to damaging winds could be a concern. Flooding risk tomorrow still in that yellow color, a level 2 out of 4. So just keep your guard up at least into tomorrow as we continue to see some rounds of rain. This afternoon, though, we've gotten ourselves into the low to mid 80s, 84 in Tellico Plains, 81 right now in Wartburg, 79 there in Oneida. You can see the sweat cast shows tons and tons of moisture. And tonight, we're going to stay really mild. 72 tonight in Knoxville, 69 there in Jamestown. Looking on the timeline forecast, I do think things start to quiet down a little bit by midnight. But then by 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, those showers and storms are back, so be sure to pack your umbrella. Overnight, though, we'll keep our rain chance at about 40%. Still an elevated rain chance for the start of the work week. And then this week, I do think we'll begin to see our rain chances start to wind down. Wednesday looks hot, but it's mainly dry, Paige.
Thanks so much, Victoria.